Join us, Alix
and Colleen,
self-proclaimed fake it till you make it experts, as we navigate the highs and lows of being a woman and how the pressure and overwhelm of trying to do it all often leads to feeling like an imposter in our own lives.
For this very special season 2 finale, Colleen and I give you the ultimate speed round showdown, where we spill the beans on all the quirky questions you never knew you had about us. As always, thank you so much for being here.
Hi, Alix.
Hi, Colleen.
We are going to do something fun.
We are ending our second season.
Can you imagine we've done 2 seasons?
I can't. Do you know how many fucking episodes we did this season? It's like 20 something.
Yeah, a lot. What I find, I think some people do seasons different than we do seasons. Like, I think sometimes people are like 3 months is a season, and then they take a month break, and then another 3 months is a season. So 1 year could end up having,
I don't know.
Do that math. 3 seasons?
I don't know. We just did like a insanely long season.
Yeah, because we started in September.
But we started recording in August.
Oh, we did actually. That's true. So this will go until
End of June.
This
should be airing on June 18th.
And then
it all goes to plan.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. And then we're going to take the summer off. And then we'll be back for September. So we'll probably be recording again in August. We already have a lineup of
season
people. We already know who's starting our season. We've got some exciting people coming up.
It's like we're legit or something.
I know, it's so cool.
Too legit to quit.
Too legit to quit. That's so funny. So here's the thing. We also have a website that Alix made.
Yeah, we do.
So go to our website and send us a message, sign up for our newsletter, but also if you want to be on the podcast, send us a message.
Yes, maybe by then we'll have an application form. We don't yet, but by June, probably will. We will. We do.
Oh yeah, we also have to have our course up.
Right.
We'll have that up soon too.
Well, we're imposters though. We're working on it.
No, we should get that up by, whatever. Okay, so what we're going to do tonight for the final bonus episode,
we're going to do a full speed round. We're going to do a full episode of speed round.
And here's, you know what I love? So I've got rid of the bag and got this box, Belle Boîte Moche, or the Ugly Beautiful box. I don't know why. There was a mug that came in it, but I love that it's called the Ugly Beautiful box.
I like it too.
And it says, we've removed the unnecessary and kept it basic. No lamination, no full color ink, no bleach or dye. It might be ugly, but it has beautiful purpose. One small win for the planet.
Oh, it's just like us. I do have a lot of bleach.
We need to put a little filter on this, maybe the little Paris.
I do have a little bleach going on, so I'm not.
I have hair color. I have
and fake lashes and fake nails. Okay, yeah. There's barely anything real about me.
There's nothing real about it. Okay. There's lots real about you. All right, so we are going to dig in and answer some questions. So, Alix, dogs or cats?
Oh, too soon.
Too soon.
I'm a cat person.
I don't know anymore. I was always a dog person, but man, I love Penny. What do you impulse buy most often?
Lipstick.
Really?
Or makeup, yeah.
What do I impulse buy? Chocolate, probably.
It's also a good one.
Yeah.
My eye is itchy.
Okay, next one. I'll ask 5 and then you can ask 5. If you could live in any city, where would it be?
I don't know, because I haven't been to a lot of cities. I guess a city that I've been to. I mean, I like Halifax, to be honest, but Montreal is pretty great.
I love Montreal. I love old Montreal. But you know what? There's so many places in Europe now. I've been to Europe twice and I'm like, why do I live in Halifax when I could be living in Europe?
Well, I feel like there's a city that I just haven't been to that I would much rather live in, but I haven't been there. So of the cities I've been to, I don't know. I guess Montreal.
I think of the cities I've been to,
Chicago was pretty awesome, actually.
Oh yeah, I've never been there. See, what's your favorite childhood memory?
I don't know. I don't remember a lot of my childhood, and I don't think it's like a trauma thing. I think it's probably like smoked a little bit too much weed thing. I just don't really
Okay,
that
were you
anymore.
smoking weed at 6 and 7 years old
No,
age?
but when you smoke weed later, you lose memory.
Oh, thank God. I wasn't sure what was going on there.
I mean, we always did summer trips to PEI, which I really loved.
Oh,
So probably like Rainbow Valley.
That big
trip.
swan,
Yeah.
remember, or the UFO? Like,
That was probably one.
I loved Rainbow Valley.
Statue of Liberty was cool, but it was like terrifying because I was scared of heights. So I did sob the entire way up, but it was interesting.
I think for me, favorite childhood memory, my family would get together during the holidays and stuff and always have these big sing songs. We have a very musical family, and so there was always guitars going and songs being sung, and it was just the warmth and the love. I love it. I love when I'm anywhere and somebody pulls out a guitar, still to this day.
Okay.
What's the most adventurous thing you've ever done?
Start my own business.
I'm
Continues
with
to
you
be.
on that. That's
Also had a baby on my own.
oh, I'm with you on that one
Yeah.
too. Right?
So that was pretty fucking scary.
We have, I'm not sure I would call it an adventure. I certainly didn't set out
Continues
to be an adventure.
I don't know, but yeah, those two are pretty high up there.
Yeah, they're pretty high up there. I've done both. And I think that's one of the reasons that we connect so well, is those are two like huge things that we've both done. Yeah. All right.
Okay,
Ask some
my
more.
turn. Coffee or tea?
Tea, come on.
Yeah, you are a
I'm
tea gal. I'm a
tea
coffee
gal.
girl.
I
I
like
mean,
both.
I can drink tea, but
I like both.
I'll always choose coffee first.
I like coffee with JD Shore
That
or
is good.
Bailey's or like something in it. Like yeah, but you can't do that every day.
No, but I get the coffee syrups and I add like the Premier Protein chocolate in. So it's like a chocolate sweet coffee.
Oh, I would like that.
Yeah, you should try it.
Yeah, I will. Well, no, I don't need more sweetness like that. Do
Well,
I?
it's like artificial. So it's like aspartame. It's not
Oh,
great.
okay. Yeah,
It's
all right.
still not good, but tastes nice.
Okay.
What's your favorite type of music?
Yeah. So I've always been rock. I am a diehard Led Zeppelin, Police girl from like way back. Love a little Black Sabbath thrown in there.
Mhm.
Stone, not so much as Stones maybe, but
Well,
I'm
Stones.
kind of a diehard rock girl. But I have to say, oh, but then I loved all the years of the Melissa Etheridge and the Lilith
rock.
Fair years. It is rock.
Melissa
isn't
Etheridge
it?
is
You
rock.
know, even Alanis Morissette. Like I
That's
loved,
rock.
I
That's
loved all of
alt rock,
those.
but-
Yeah, I loved all of those years, all those Lilith.
Oh
Fair
yeah, me too.
girls,
Rock.
all rock. And lately, I gotta say, I'm listening to some country music,
No, it's because country is mainstream now.
but I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, I don't mind country. Like
Yeah.
I kind of float between the genres. I've always been a rock person too. I love alternative. I'm a Bruce Springsteen,
course
like
you are, yeah.
diehard,
Yeah.
like ride or die. So I do love some classic rock for sure. But yeah, alternative. I also can, play with some country. I also like a lot of some house too. Like if the beat is good, anything 80s, like synthesized, I'm into it.
Yeah. Do you know my sister-in-law is diehard Bruce Springsteen, like you are?
Is she going to
Like,
see him on this tour?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Good.
So she's same as you. All right, next. What do you got for me?
What's the first thing you do in the morning?
Reach for my phone.
Mine is I make coffee and go to the gym.
Do you do that before you actually go on your phone?
Yeah, usually because my alarm goes off, I hit snooze. So the first thing I do is hit snooze twice.
Yes.
And then I get up. I don't usually check my phone before I go to the gym because I leave myself very little time. I get up, I make coffee. Usually the animals will come down, I feed them, and then I leave and go to the gym.
Yeah, I wake up and I do a quick scroll, which is probably 45 minutes, and catch up on anything that happened overnight, and then get out of bed, hit the kettle, feed the cat, put on some breakfast, sit and have a little breakfast, and then I'm scrolling again for a bit to get my day going.
Yeah, I definitely do that once I get back. And on the weekends, because I go to the gym a bit later, I definitely scroll first. But
Yeah. Should probably go to the gym.
what's your favorite way to relax and unwind?
When I step anywhere near a beach, I'm not a lay on the beach in the summer girl, but put my feet in sand to walk along the beach on a crisp day, that really can ground me and really helps unwind. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one. I mean, I think the exercise is really important to me for that. Also, just like TikTok, honestly, like shutting my brain down and
doing something that's not productive,
Yeah.
honestly. But also like I have a hot tub that I like.
I get a little jealous when I see pictures of you in a hot tub. I think that I would like a hot tub. I think I would enjoy, I'm not saying I want to be in your hot tub. I'm
I mean,
saying
you're welcome
no,
anytime.
but I would like a hot tub at my place so that you can just get in and out whenever
Yeah.
you want. What else you got?
So I've got one more.
Go for another.
What's your favorite app on your phone?
Oh, Instagram.
Is it? 'Cause
No,
I have
maybe
like a
Google.
love-hate relationship with Instagram.
Maybe Google. I'm still playing, and you don't play these Wordle, Blossom. I'm still playing all of those games. Strands, still play them. I don't have Instagram.
It might be Shazam.
Oh, that's so fun.
Because, and I know there's a bunch of apps that do this now too. And even Spotify will, if you put in a lyric, will find the song for you. But back when it first started and it was like the only technology that you could be listening to the radio and it could pick up the song. I just thought that was so remarkable.
It is.
And I still use it if I'm at the gym and they're playing a song during a class that I really like, or if I'm in a place and it's on the radio or whatever they're playing it, I will Shazam still. So
I might have to take my answer back and say Spotify.
Spotify's great.
Yeah, a couple of years ago for my birthday, a friend of mine started a playlist for me and he keeps adding to it. Now many people listen to it, but it's called Everybody Needs a Chill playlist. And yeah, I listen to it when I go to bed.
Yeah, I have one called Mixtape, and anytime I have a new song that I like, I add to it. So it's got like 300 songs on it now. And I
Really?
just shuffle through it. Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to go find that.
Yeah, sure. You can have it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
It's like a mix of everything because
I'm gonna go
a lot
find
of
it.
music I find on TikTok now.
Oh,
So
cool.
if music is trending that I like, I just go download it and add it to my playlist.
Oh, cool. I'm gonna go find your playlist. Actually, just send me the link. If you could learn any language in a week, which would it be?
French, I guess, would be the most useful.
Mine, I have to say German right now.
Well, yes, that
because-
makes sense.
Because by the time this goes out, surely to God, by the time this goes out, June 18th, it will now be public that I'm going to be a grandmother.
Whoa, released for the first time. You heard it here.
Here, I mean, this is something
I'm so
that-
shocked. This
Right.
is the first I'm learning of this.
So here we are, she's many weeks along and I've not been able to share my news or share her news. And I'm so excited, but she lives in Germany. So I've got a granddaughter coming and I'm going to be called Mimi and she's going to live in Germany. And I am going to spend a lot of time going back and forth, I'm sure. But yes, I think I would like to learn German because she's going to know German. She's
makes
also
sense.
going to know Spanish and French, but because they do all the languages. But so yeah, I just told our people that I'm going to be a grandma. I'm so excited. This is ultimate. I've been waiting for this moment. I'm so excited. What's your favorite type of food?
Italian. Oh, sushi. Sorry. I love sushi. My family hates sushi, so I don't eat it as much as I would like.
I'm not okay. So I'm learning sushi. I had sushi when I was in Vancouver that they were just like, here, they'd ordered everything and just said, eat it. And I
It's
loved
so good.
everything I ate.
It is
It was so
In fact,
good.
I want it right now.
Oh, there you go. What's your zodiac sign and do you believe in it?
I'm an Aquarius, and yes, I do. Everything I read about Aquarius is very much me. I think it's like headstrong and independent and kind of a bitch. I don't think it actually says that. But if I read between the lines, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say that I'm like super into astrology, but I think there's some merit to it.
I'm not either. I mean, I'm Gemini and I also believe in it to an extent, but I'm always amazed when people are like, what's your birthday? Oh, of course, I should have guessed that because you're this. And I'm like, what? I'm
Yeah.
always amazed by the people that know all of it. Yeah, I don't. What's your favorite ice cream flavor?
Cookie dough.
Same.
I actually used to scoop ice cream, so I fucking hated ice cream for many years because I scooped ice cream.
In Yarmouth?
Yeah, I was the general manager of Carter's Dairy Bar. So actually, it's a funny story if we have time.
Here, folks. Yes, we have time. It's our podcast.
So in high school, junior high, I started working at this corner store, which was just down the street from my house. And I spent a lot of time there, and they decided they were going to open up a dairy bar and they wanted me to run it. So up until this point, I thought I was going to be a pharmacist. That was my plan. I was taking all these sciences. I hated them, whatever. So I ran this dairy bar and I was in charge of everything, like ordering and inventory and reconciliation and all this stuff. And I was like, hey, I actually really like this business thing. So I dropped my plans entirely and went and did a business degree instead. So that whole like dairy bar experience shaped my entire career.
Really?
Yeah.
That is kind of interesting.
Yeah. So to get back to the ice cream thing, like it was not the greatest setup. I actually still have like shoulder issues because of it. And I couldn't eat ice cream for like probably 5 years. Because I was like, fuck you, ice cream.
What's your least favorite kind of ice cream?
I think probably like orange pineapple.
Yeah, same.
And then
Or-
the kid, my
or,
friends would come and order like
Grape
and they'd be like dicks and they'd be like, can I have some orange pineapple? Because we were 14 and 15.
pineapple.
Yes. So that's
Never
all I
thought
think of
of
is
that.
orange pineapple now. And now you will too.
Pineapple, I've never thought of that before. Orange pineapple, I don't like, although my grandmother loved it. So orange pineapple just reminds me of my
Grape nut, yeah.
grandmother. Grape nut, that's the one I'm thinking.
I actually
yeah.
kind
My
of liked
grandmother-
grape nut.
It actually doesn't taste all that bad. Eh?
Anyway, yeah.
What's the most challenging thing you've ever accomplished?
I think staying in business for 6 years.
Yeah, that's pretty good. For me, I had pretty big hip surgery when I
Right.
was 18 and spent some time in a wheelchair and had to kind of, I wouldn't say learn to walk again, but certainly learn to use some muscles all over again. And it was
quite something.
quite a big challenge. Yeah.
Yes. It's much bigger challenge than mine.
No, it's not. You business for 6 years? Hey, it's awesome.
What's your favorite type of cuisine? Which is sort of the same
Didn't
thing we already said.
say that?
Yes. Why do
Well-
we have duplicates in here? This
Oh,
is just a
no.
fancy way.
It's cuisine.
Cuisine.
Now, you know what? I like Asian fusion. If we're gonna talk cuisine,
Yeah,
like
we're
it's
gonna be classy
fancy,
about it. Sure.
classy. I also, listen, when we went to Europe last May, everything I ate seemed, I liked a lot of the French food, but Italian food.
Yeah, Italian would be mine.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So good. Tastes so different. Italian food there tastes so different than Italian food here.
I know it,
I
but,
feel-
and also like New York style pizza, which I'm going to New York on Friday, and
Okay.
I plan to eat a lot of pizza.
Yeah, pizza's good.
I do love pizza.
Pizza's good.
I don't know if it's cuisine though.
Yeah.
It's so
It is
fancy.
if you want it to be.
What's the one thing you couldn't live without?
Well, my kids, but I guess people don't really count, do they? You couldn't live without you right now.
I mean, the feeling is mutual.
There you go.
Also my kid and my husband
People.
and
My
my
family.
family support,
Yeah,
you know, community at large.
yeah. This podcast right now, I would really, really dislike if this podcast ended right now, because this is a huge,
We're in charge of it, so it won't end
true.
unless we decide we want it.
Yeah. So right now, I like this. What else you got?
We've been renewed for a third season, in
are.
case you haven't heard.
That's right.
We renewed ourselves.
Ourselves. We're that good that we're back for season 3.
Name a person who inspires you.
I'm not saying you again. Who inspires me? My older brother is a pretty inspiring dude. He's on a lot of, he's doing a lot. He's done a lot for the city of Vancouver. He's been on a lot of boards. He's on a number of boards with Indigenous communities. And to listen to him talk about some of these topics that are so important around missing and murdered Indigenous women and, you know, Indigenous people that are coming out of the jail system, and he's trying to help them get their lives back together, and just listening to some of his stories, it's pretty inspiring.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, it's my kid because he's just has this confidence in just is himself no matter what, and you know, gets a lot of flack for it and keeps on going. So
Yeah.
I admire that.
I think, very much like Carrie, it's Megan with me. When they're their own person and they just decide that they're gonna be who they want to be, that's pretty inspiring.
Yeah.
From a young age. Carrie's doing it from a young age, it's kind of neat.
Yeah, it's nice to watch. So I find that inspiring.
Yeah, sure. What else you got?
What chore do you absolutely despise doing?
Reagan, hate putting the laundry away. I will do laundry, but it never makes it. And I'll even fold it. There's something about putting the clothes away.
Yeah, see, I don't mind that part of it. I hate folding.
Oh,
I actually hate all chores, but probably unloading the dishwasher is up there with ones that I really despise, but also really folding laundry. But luckily my husband kind of likes folding laundry
nice.
and is like really meticulous about it. So
Okay.
Like,
I love
you take
folding it.
that.
I just don't like putting it away. Right? Yeah, because you can share it.
what's your favorite beverage?
I like a lot of beverages. It depends. Obviously I like my tea. I like some white wine. I like Connected Craft kombucha. Really love that kombucha. I like a good cocktail.
It's a lot of beverages.
Yeah, I like a lot of different beverages. Funny enough, if you were to open up my fridge, you would see very few beverages. There's always milk in there for my tea, and that's about it. Because as far as like orange juice, apple juice, and things like that, I don't really love the idea of, I'd rather eat an orange than drink orange juice,
Yeah, I'm not like a person that's thirsty a lot. I force myself to drink water and electrolytes and all that jazz, but I'd say coffee definitely, and red wine and a good IPA. Those are my go-tos.
Yeah, your IPA. My beer choice is always Corona.
I'm like, the stronger the better until the next
I
day.
can't do it. Cannot do a strong beer.
I love it, but it does not love me.
No. All right, let's see what else we got.
It's my last one, and then it's your turn.
Okay.
If you had a time machine, would you go to the past or the future?
See, I want to say past, but you can't change things. Like I wouldn't want to mess anything up. Do I want to go to the future? No, I'm 55 years old. That's old enough. I'm just staying where I am.
That's what I'd say too. Like, I don't want to go to the past because I already know what's coming, but I don't want to see the future before it gets here because that's just weird.
Yeah, it is strange. I'm good. Good right where I am.
Yeah.
If you could have an unlimited supply of one thing, what would it be?
I guess cash is the easiest answer.
Yeah, and Michelle said cash there a couple weeks ago as well, but what she then followed it up with is cash for plane tickets to go travel.
I guess like security in any fashion would be good.
That'd be nice. Yeah. I'm going cash too. What's the best piece of advice you ever received? Mine is from my mother. And she has said it so many times when I was a teenager and I never listened to her. Never, ever, never listened to it. She said it's just as easy to fall in love with a rich man as it is to fall in love with a poor man. I did not listen to that advice.
Honestly, I don't know. My therapist has given me a lot of good insight. Matt, has a lot of interesting and insightful things to say. I don't know if anyone's told it to me, but this quote that I like kind of am living by right now, this whole piece is letting people be wrong about you, I think is the best piece of advice that I've seen.
It's really good advice.
It's good for how my brain works.
No, it's fantastic. What's your favorite animal? Let's not say cat or dog. What's your favorite animal besides cat or dog?
Raccoon.
Really? Why a raccoon?
I don't know. We have this raccoon that comes every night and eats out of our compost bin, and we kind of like treat it as a pet. We don't actually engage with it, but we kind of like sometimes leave nice things in the compost bin for it, which I know is counterintuitive. And my brother-in-law is always like, what the hell? Like, why are you killing that fucking thing? But I'm like, we kind of like have a soft spot for it. So if we have like some old meat in the fridge, we're like, oh, the raccoon will love it.
You can't
And then
do
like
that.
it comes every night. Usually we're awake. We look at it. We like peek out and wave and stuff. And I wouldn't go outside. I would eat my
Did you
face
name
off.
him?
No, because we're pretty sure it's his mom who's been coming to us for years. And then every once in a while she has her babies and she comes with her babies. And the babies get older and they obviously go off to scavenge in their own bins and she comes back by herself every time. But we've seen her through like 3 or 4 litters. Like we have a bond. I'm not an idiot. I know she would eat my face off in a millisecond.
I like elephants. Okay, what's your favorite color?
That's tricky.
Oh,
Probably
come on,
gray.
gray. Both of us gray.
I mean, I wear a lot of gray because I like
Yeah.
a neutral, but I like a pop of color, and gray is nice for a pop of color.
Yes, I'm gray. Gray all the way. Yeah, we're dropping questions. Let's just ask 3 more and call this whole thing done for the season. What's your favorite hobby or pastime?
I don't know because I rotate through a few. I would say probably exercise. I treat it sort of like a hobby or like, but also I have like done a stint of needlepoint and embroidery. I've done some, like I colored quite aggressively for a while. I made friendship bracelets for a while. I painted for a while. Yeah. So
Yeah, I love doing crafts. I really, and I find after I did that Happy Holiday, I realized I need to get back into making more. And I swore after Happy Holiday, I was going to do more because I always did needlepoint and loved it. Got to get back to some of that stuff. What are you most grateful for in the whole world?
Carrie.
Yeah.
Carrie saved my life.
Yeah.
I was not planning on having children. I was not in a relationship. I was heading in a problematic direction when I got pregnant, but the stars kind of aligned and I had just paid off a bunch of debt and I was in a pretty good financial state. I had just quit smoking like a month before that. So I was like healthier. Actually, I think that's why I got pregnant. I don't know if you know this little fun fact that nicotine sits on your cervix. So if you quit smoking, you're way more fertile. I did not know that at the time. That was news. You know, it just seemed like all the stars kind of aligned. I was in a problematic relationship on like a situationship, I guess it's called now. That word didn't exist then.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah. And I needed it to be done. And he was not the father. So it just seemed like everything kind of came together at the right moment for me to make this huge change. And it really changed every aspect of my life. It completely changed the course of my life. It changed the priorities that I had. I don't think that I would have met my husband. I don't know that I would have had the confidence to go into business. So I think that happening really changed the entire trajectory of my life in such a positive way.
Yeah. And I could, basically say ditto to about 98% of that. Emily changed my life. Getting pregnant at 22, again, I was in a situationship, and which I didn't know it was called that, and had Emily, and my whole life changed, becoming her mom. And I was not on a great path. I was making a lot of mistakes, and becoming her mom, becoming a mom was the coolest thing ever. And it was a tough decision to make at 22. It's not a tough decision to make. I should take that back. It was a tough situation to be in at 22. And I look back at it now and I'm so proud of myself.
Yeah.
And I'm so proud of, this last 30 years, what my life has become. So, yeah.
Yep. I feel that too.
Greatest accomplishment is our kids, It's a good thing. Then I went on to have a couple of more. So,
Yeah. So I did not.
woohoo! All right. So listen, that was fun to kind of go through that.
That was fun.
We didn't end
There's still some in there, so
we
don't
ended on
worry.
a serious note.
You won't. Not all the surprise will be gone for future speed rounds. We'll probably get new questions for
Okay.
season 3 anyway.
Oh, yes. Here, look, I'll grab this one. Let's jump out on something more. Not that wasn't fun. What's the best gift you've ever received? Okay, we're going back to some
Oh,
of our
I've got
kids.
this one's easy.
Oh, is
No,
it?
Matt wrote me a poem. My husband is a poet, and
Oh,
when we met, I was like, "Oh, you never write poems about me," blah, blah, blah. And he wrote for Christmas. I think it was the second Christmas together. He wrote this poem, and it was actually about Carrie. It's called Terms and Conditions, and it's this love poem about
it's beautiful.
parent love. And it was so special. And he printed it in this nice little card and he gave it to me on Christmas Eve. And it's still my favorite poem by far of his. I mean, he's got a lot of amazing poems, but it was just so special and heartfelt. So yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. For me, the last couple of years for Christmas, this year, Emily and Khalil gave me a trip to Vancouver, and the Christmas before, Megan gave me a trip to Europe. And I got to tell you, those experiences with my kids, it's the coolest thing. You know, being a mom is great, but being a mom of adult kids now is really fantastic. Being able to travel with them and hang out with them and drink with them and eat good food with them and just be in cool places with them, experience these things together is really awesome. If anybody had told me that, you know, because you have all these different stages of life with your kids, and it's like, oh, I really love the 3-year-old, or I really liked when they were 8, or I really like whatever. Like, you have all these wonderful stages of your kids. I love my teenagers with my kids, but I have to say, I think that my kids being adults, this is my very favorite stage of kids. And so for me, I think it's those gifts of experiences that my kids have given me. It's pretty awesome to be at this point in my life where I can travel with my kids. So yeah, those are definitely the best gifts.
Yeah, I love that.
So season 3 is coming
To a podcast player near you.
in a few months. It's been a delight. You know, we've learned so much this year on this season. Every single person that comes on this podcast, we learn from them. We learned from the speed rounds, which is why we did the speed round. But we learned so much about life and living. And yeah,
I think, you know, the main thing that we've learned is we're not alone and everybody's going through it in one way or another. And what I really love about this podcast is that it really just brings that to light, and we have vulnerable conversations here that, you know, are really helpful for us and for our listeners, just to feel like you have a community and you have support, and to have like 2 amazing live events and bring everybody together in person has just been so rewarding. And I think we just, you know, can't wait to see where we take it next.
Yeah, we've built a community.
Yeah,
Which is so cool. It's one of our C's.
it is.
It's one
Yeah,
of our
seize the day.
Seize the day. We've built a community and it's really awesome. So thanks
Yeah, thank you.
for joining us for season 2. Thanks for listening to the podcast. If you've missed some of them, go back. If you want to share any of the posts or tell your friends about us or come on the podcast or
Yeah, get in touch.
get in
And
touch.
thank you. Thanks for listening. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for coming to our events. And thanks for just being here. We appreciate you.
So see you next season.
Yes, next season.
Next season?
I don't know, because we always say next Tuesday. I don't know.
But if it's next season, then it's season
Okay,
4.
fine. No, we'll see you. We'll see you in season 4 too. But first, we'll see you in season 3.
See you season 2.
Have a great summer.
Enjoy.
Thanks so much for tuning into this episode of Imposter Sisters. Please remember, we're not doctors or mental health experts. If you're looking for mental health guidance, please see our show notes for local resources. We'd like to thank our location sponsor, the Mellow Mug, located at 64 Delridge Lane, for donating this amazing space for us to have these important chats and for supplying us with drinks and goodies. Please give them a follow and make sure to stop in to see this beautiful spot for yourself. Until next time, keep your head high and we will see you next Tuesday.